so there's like not very much you can do about the projectiles. And I know Chokeyuken's probably going to play Ryu, and I think it's a matchup that pretty heavily favors Toon Link in the neutral game.
I kind of agree, and for one reason, the...
Kika, yo te quiero mucho también, bebé. No viniste, yo que te quería ver a ti específicamente.
So going back to the match.
Yeah, right.
So one of the things that I agree with you is going to be very hard is the bomb from Toon Link is specific for doing the multi-hits.
Yeah, for sure.
And that actually affects a lot when Ryu's just trying to do his, that cancel.
Yeah. Toon Link has really low recovery frames on a lot of his moves, which means that focus attack just isn't as effective. And like we just saw there, sometimes you can actually clash with Shoryuken on the way up and beat it out with certain spikes. Now, what I was going to say is that in my experience playing this matchup, it's not impossible for Ryu, but you can't miss any punishes whatsoever. Because, in theory, Ryu hits you 4 times and you're already at 80% and then you get Shoryuken, right? But it just doesn't turn out like that in a real match basis because you're not going to optimally work all your punishes out.
Oh, for sure. It's not that easy all the time.
Oh, wow, what a flub there, not able to punish in time. Yeah, when Ryu does true Shoryuken, it's really hard to punish him when he's landing on the platforms. It's better to interrupt him on the way down rather than allow him to land first, because he has almost no end lag once he touches the floor.
Interesting. So, and how about Sharking? Do you think that Sharking is one of those things that the Toon Link really has to start?
Oh yeah, for sure. Toon Link, I think Ryu is pretty susceptible to Sharking in this kind of matchup, but the #1 way that you deal with like fast, squishy characters with Ryu is probably going to be to predict an attack or a grab, and you either roll in or you spot dodge, and you go for a quick tilt into Shoryuken like we saw Chokeyuken did right there.
He's already doing it twice, right? That's his win con right now, and I can get behind that 100%. One of the things I really don't know, and I gotta ask, do you know how light Toon Link actually is? I know he's light, but...
I think he's probably like top 10 lightest character in the game at least.
It makes sense
I'm not sure where he's ranked specifically within that bottom 10. But point is he dies very quickly. And even though we're in a last stock situation here, there has to be a little bit of frustration from Alpha to get that spike so early in the match and then find himself at a big disadvantage.
100%, but I if I'm in Alpha shoes right now, I wouldn't really try to lose my cool. It really is a match of trying to get him off stage, and if you can, Ryu's options really get limited. Toon Link can just fly around.
Then you game the Shoryuken.
Oh my god. Oh my god, give me a second, everyone. I'm having a small heart attack
No
here.
way, wow, that actually hit right below the stage. I feel like he had to try to space out the recovery there to not get hit by the down smash. You could see that it was being charged already, right? So you got to try to delay it as much as you can.
I could not see if it was being charged. I was having a heart attack because of this one. And I'm so sorry, everyone.
I apologize.
Pretty sure all of the viewership right there were like, I looked away for a second just because of
Yo, Ricky, how many viewers we got right now?
Like 2,000.
Hey, that's decent.
So what adaptation and what stage would you right now go to try to counter?
I've never really played these projectile-heavy zoning characters like Toon Link myself. So I know what Ryu wants to do. He wants to be in a relatively smaller stage to try to make it easier to get in against the projectile zoning, even though that might seem a little like self-evident, right? So I'm actually surprised that Alpha's picking small battlefield here.
I'm kind of shocked too, honestly. I would have thought something more like maybe Kalos.
Yeah, Kalos or big or like proper battlefield or even like a Pokemon Stadium.
Maybe the world just striked out. It didn't,
Yeah.
Chokeyuken is the type of guy, he's very smart. He knows his game very well, so...
He knows what his opponent wants to do for sure.
Yeah.
And most of all, he's very patient on Ryu, all things considered. Or I guess patient isn't the word I'm looking for. It's more so like he has good fundamentals. He tries to wait out his opportunities. He's not sort of like running in there, clashing against all the projectiles. He'll find the opening he needs.
I mean, that's a very Shoto thing to do. If
right, yeah, except I kind of like to play like I'm on crack when I play the Shotos because it's like fun.
You rush down Shoto.
Yeah. Has it gotten me more L's than it should have? For sure. But hey, sometimes it feels really good.
I mean, you know, it's not all about winning sometimes.
Definitely not in my case.
I don't know about you, but I come here to de-stress, play a while, so, you know.
Yeah, see the buddies. That's part of the whole thing.
Yeah.
And we saw Toon Link jump out to an early lead in this game once more, but he's having problems closing out the stock. And right now he's already well within KO percentage from Ryu. And even though
right
yeah, even though he eliminates the rage now, he's still one hit away from death, or into Shoryuken anyway.
For sure, for sure. Now, one of the things I'm noticing a lot, even though it's small battlefield, Alpha is playing around Chokeyuken a lot better. Like,
yeah.
They're taking their time to actually run away, play the projectile game a lot more.
Well, sometimes people have comfort stages, right? And it's something that isn't as relevant to matchups. That was a very good read,
That was a good
assuming that
right?
Toon Link would jump out of the shield, right, with a full jump back air, raw back air. But what I was saying is that sometimes you just have to play in the stage that you're most comfortable, regardless of whether it's like quote-unquote good or bad for the matchup.
Oh, for sure.
We all have like a subconscious bias towards certain stages, right? So.
Yeah.
Oh no! Getting hit by focus attack on the platform there was the worst possible thing that could have happened.
And we were talking
Since
about
they added that strong jab that does like 14% or so, focus attack is gonna do between like 12 and 20 depending on how charged it is. Into 14, into like I think 20 more percent from the Shoryuken itself. So all of a sudden you're like at 40%, you get hit by that focus attack and then you die. And see, that's something that I have to practice more and try to get down. The battlefield stages, both small battlefield and big battlefield, are like at a really good height for Ryu to do like a full hop up air into a second up air